Okay, you've downloaded this asset and you want to know how to use it. It's somewhat simple. In your project settings, you have a company name and you have the product name. Okay, and so you go to publisher settings and you have to do custom key store anyway to push it at least to the meta store. At least that I use the custom key manager, uh, which I'll show you in another video how to set that up and use it. And I use that because it works with other tools, not just with Unity. Um, and then you have to select the key store you're going to use. In my case, I store it in Unity key store, key store, the user key store file. Then you have to enter this password, assuming I didn't misspell it. And each time that you start Unity, in order to push, which is kind of annoying, or at least in order to build, then you have to select the asset and enter its password. And you have to do that every time you build. Now remember the name, your company name, which you should have set up, the product name, which you generally don't change once you set it up. And then in a directory under your, and I don't like this name, the guy that set my computer up gave me that. I wanted the one I wanted and he didn't do it. But anyway, so on my C drive users, your username on your Windows box, app data roaming, your company name, which matched the one here, you go into that directory and you create a new text file and you call it the same thing as this, KeyStoreAsset. Then you edit it, which is easy to do. Oops. And the first line is the key store password. This is the password to your key store, not the password for your app. The second line is the password for your app. And the third line is where the key store is. So basically, it'll open this key store, give it this password and this application password. All right. And then you remove the .txt extension. Windows 11 drives me crazy. There's probably a button for that, but all right. So yes, if I remove the file extension, whatever. All right. So in your user directory, app data roaming, company name, and a file that matches exactly the product name with no file extension, you've placed the 3 lines of the key store password, app password, and the location to the key store. And now every time you load Unity, it will automatically fill this in for you. It's stored outside of your project, so you can't accidentally include it with the build and ship it, and you can't accidentally put it in a source code control system that goes with the project. I do back up my password files, but I don't put them in the same location as the project so that I can't accidentally mix them. And that's it. It's just simple. And if it doesn't work, make sure you haven't typed something incorrectly or whatever, or blast me an email or contact me through this asset store. I'd love to help and fix this. And I've got a couple other things. And for those of you that do Apple, if you want to suggest how to do this for an Apple, or maybe the Microsoft Store or the Google Store, I'd be more than happy to add stuff to make that work. And it's free, and I like giving away. All right, I think we've covered that. Thank you.